I'm gonna cut to the chase. KayOZ has done absolutely nothing wrong. People who call him out and people who actively try to make enemies with him are just fucking wasting their fucking time. Let's be real with here. So, for those of you who don't know who KayOZ is one of my friends who often appears on one of my channels a lot and all that stuff. You probably have seen him or even commented onto him, yada yada. But here's the thing I want to talk about. A lot of people have been persecuting KayOZ and has been trashing him and dragging his name under the dirt. And for a while, I've tried to console KayOZ, and we've tried to ignore it. But you know, now I'm gonna just take my stance on it, and I'm gonna just defend him because he's done absolutely nothing wrong. And a lot of the things that are said about him are just either misconception or overblown, like to a high level. Like, let's start for example. One of the biggest things that I've heard KayOZ, but like one of the things that a lot of people like to say about KayOZ is that he's my fanboy or anything like that. First and foremost, there's a difference between a fanboy and a friend and stuff like that. KayOZ is a friend, he's not a fanboy. First and foremost, he does actually acknowledge that I do mess up. And not only that, but he also does acknowledge that I do make mistakes and all that stuff. A fanboy would be blinded and would not acknowledge any of that whatsoever. There's a lot of stuff I can go on, but calling KayOZ a fucking fanboy or a goon is just so insulting and just so rude that it really is the meaning of who he actually is as a person. Stuff like that. He's a friend of mine, not a fanboy. There's a huge difference between the two. And one of the main reasons that people like to call him out on being a quote-unquote fanboy just because he defends me a lot, well, there's a reason why he defends me. I get attacked constantly. A lot of people want to take a piece out of me for whatever reason. I've already talked about my side of the things, but I'm mainly here to talk about KayOZ. And he basically gets berated just for trying to defend me and stuff like that. And I will commend him for that. I do thank him for that. But at the same time, he doesn't deserve half the shit that he gets just for defending me. Him defending me when I was never in the wrong to begin with, or at least I had a justification for what I did, doesn't make him a fanboy. He does admit when I'm wrong, and he has beforehand. So, for people who are calling him that, they're just objectively wrong, because he's objectively not a fanboy. And it's just insulting. And another thing that a lot of people like to say is KayOZ is dishonest and he's a rat. No, he's not. He's never been dishonest or anything about it. There was this one instance where he was in a beef with someone and saying that he apparently lied. He never lied about anything like that. He may have gotten a few things wrong, but he never outright lied. And people who make that claim have no substance for the basis that KayOZ is a liar. He doesn't lie. Plain and simple. He doesn't lie. He may make a few mistakes and stuff like that and information, but he's not a liar. And he doesn't actively go out to cause malice. Hell, if anything, a lot of people who call him out are often worse, or often shitbags in their own right and stuff like that. So for those people who do call him out, and most often those people are huge assholes within themselves, they don't even have room to talk. So I don't even know why they attempt to try that shit and all that stuff. But back on point, KayOZ has absolutely done nothing wrong and stuff like that. One of the more notable cases is with the whole Mark situation, and I know a certain person may come after me for saying stuff like that, but here's the thing. I will admit that both KayOZ and Marks kind of took things a bit too far, but KayOZ was not lying about Marks or anything like that. He did have some points and basis when he said that Marks was subliminally dissing me, which he was, and objectively so. Whether you think Marks is a rat or not, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about Marks myself. He can do whatever he wants. I do not give a fuck about him. But saying that KayOZ is just a rat and KayOZ is lying is no, he's not. He did have basis in what he was saying. I don't whatever. And a lot of people have used some other stuff to say that KayOZ does lie about stuff. No, he doesn't. Like I said, a lot of people cannot find basis in what he said or anything like that and all that. And a lot of people like to say that what else? People like to say that KayOZ is like starts drama and stuff like that, which no, he doesn't. He really doesn't. If anything, he's often caught in the crosshairs when people call me out and stuff like that. Which again, let it be known that I never started any beef. And if anyone wants to refute that, they can. I've never started a beef with anyone. Everyone always wants to start shit with me. And it's funny whenever I do call them out and they stay quiet, but you know. I've never caused the beef or anything like that, and KayOZ just gets caught in the crosshairs. He never starts the beef or anything like that. Hell, if anything, he tries to avoid it like I do nowadays, but he gets caught in the crosshairs because of ignorant dumbasses who just want beef for whatever stupid reasons or stuff like that. And all that. And another thing is that, like, there's a lot of stuff that's said about KayOZ, and truth be told, a lot of it is wrong. Like I said, KayOZ is a good-natured person. He really is a nice person, and honestly, a lot of people who say stuff about him and make these misconceived notions about him are just assholes within themselves and all that stuff. Like just recently he kind of you know, went on a, well, I'm not sure if he went on a break or whatever, but point is, KayOZ basically has just trying to avoid toxicity or whatever, mainly because of the fact that he doesn't even call it. He gets caught in the crosshairs, but between it and like rightfully so, because that's not, you know, nobody wants to get caught up in drama and anything like that. Me, KayOZ, basically anyone except for people who just loves to start drama, which happens to be a lot of debaters nowadays and all that stuff. And you know, overall, like I said, all these lies and misconceptions on KayOZ are just absolutely wrong. He's never started a beef. He doesn't lie. At the very most, he may get information wrong, but getting something wrong or making an accidental misconception doesn't equate to being a liar. A liar is actively malicious in what they're doing, which KayOZ is definitely not. And like I said, if anyone wants to refute me on that, they can. He's never actively lied with the intent to cause slander or anything like that. He never has, and he probably never will due to his personality and all that stuff. But I kind of wanted to make this short video because KayOZ is someone that I do appreciate. He's a really nice person, and it's really a shame that he gets dragged under the mud by a lot of people, and a lot of people like to make lies upon him. So I'm going to take it upon myself to you know, address them and stuff like that. Like I said, a lot of this stuff can easily be refuted because a lot of it is just stretching as it is, but you know, still. I wanted to make this short video, and don't take it. I may make a video tomorrow or the day after that. I don't know. All I know is this is just a short video and just a, you know, prelude to what I'm going to make eventually. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to make. I'm just kind of bullshitting if I'm being honest with you. But yeah. Anyways, that's the short video I wanted to make. That's all, folks. Super Neo, peace the fuck out like usual.